Hey hey hey. I sounded just like Clown Krusty from The Simpsons, but anyway, I have a strange and funny story to tell you guys today. I hope you will like it or find it educational in some way. Maybe you will not be so arrogant or stupid as I was back in the day, but without any delay, let's jump straight to it. So as I have mentioned before, most of my friends were way older than me, well not much, maybe 2 or 3 years, some were even 5 or 6 years older than me. So at the time I was 15, still a junior, I have just joined the high school and was living my life on extreme mode. I would always find a way to get into something that could or have ended badly. So this story is not different from those with bad endings. It starts on a regular Thursday. My boy Simeon hits me up and goes, "Hey, I'm celebrating my party on Friday, feel free to come if you would like." I'm like, "Sweet, I will surely make my way there." So I was stoked to say the least. It also was my boy's 18th birthday, which made it even more hyped and special. So I get a present for him. I ask my sister to buy me a hookah as a present for Simeon and I wrap it up all nice and tight, and that was it. Basically for the rest of the day I just stayed at home, picked out an outfit that I would wear to the party and played some Halo 2. So the next day rolls around, I wake up, I actually meet up with Simeon before the party, I give him his present, sing happy birthday or whatever, we go and get some McDonald's and hang out for a while, since I and him had nothing to do before the party. So as he was organizing the party, we had to come there sooner than others and get the place going. We come to the place, the audio system was on point, that thing was blasting, there were a lot of beer, basically light drinks, alcohol mixed and stuff. Southwest we get the place ready in an hour and as we are coming to an end a few of our relative friends show up. They congratulated Simeon on his 18th birthday as well and gave him his presents. Now, about 2 hours passes by, and it was already 10 at night. More and more people started showing up and it got to a point where it was no joke, maybe 80 or 90 people in the same place. The place we were in wasn't a huge mansion, so while dancing and stuff you had to really squeeze into the crowd if you wanted to move. Everything is still going great. I meet some new people from my school that I haven't even met before. Basically I knew maybe 40 or 50% of people at the party and it was cool. Music blasting, people dancing, it was a vibe. And then something happens that I wish I could have avoided. As I was dancing I accidentally pushed a girl over and she fell and spilled herself with the drink she had in her hands. And as she fell I was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there." The girl was angry at first, she goes, "What the fuck do you think you are doing? Open your fucking eyes if you can't see sight." And so on. So as she understood that it was an accident she even apologized to me for being so mean, because apparently she thought that I was somebody else, like somebody who always messed with her and she had that person as her enemy. But as I was talking to this girl I could not help but notice that I have seen her somewhere, so I go, "Hey, don't you go to this school?" And I said the name of it. And she goes, "Yeah, I go there." And I say, now I understand why your face looks so familiar to me," and as I was saying that, a random guy just goes, "Who's this clown?" and points at me. And I'm like, "Who you calling a clown?" And we get into this sort of an argument with this dude for apparently no reason at all, well, no reason apart him calling me a clown, and this guy was insane. He started shouting the most ridiculous accusations such as, "Why have you been messing with my girl? You guys fucking." And I had it, and I just lied and said, "Yeah, we fucked, what are you going to do about it, cancer boy?" I said that just to offend him, because he had a buzz cut. And he just goes, "What?" All confused, and at this point I just had about enough with this guy, so I just push him away and say, "Fuck off, Gopnik." The guy just starts sprinting towards me and at that point the time just froze in my head. I think to myself, what if I raise my knee and just destroy his jaw and probably go to jail for this? No more than a second later I do it, fuck it, why not? So I land the kick straight to his jaw, as planned. The guy falls on the ground and doesn't move a muscle. I just think to myself, yep, I just killed a guy, I'm going to rot in jail for at least 30 years. Everybody starts to surround him and asking what happened there because some way, even in the crowded place people just minded their own business and did not see a damn thing. Well, except the girl, she saw everything. So the guy starts moving, he seemed all dizzy and confused, like he just woke up from a coma or something. He got up and his girlfriend came up to him and started yelling at him, "What were you doing? Do you see where you and your fighting got you? That's why I never want to go out with you to parties and you always end up on the ground." I just think to myself, damn, this girl is really angry about this stupid kid. And she actually breaks up with him, while the blood is rushing from his mouth, because he bit his tongue pretty hard when I landed the kick and he just starts crying. I felt bad for the guy, so I grab him by his shoulder and just lead him to the side away from the crowd. So I give this guy some water, he washes his mouth basically. The cut wasn't that bad, so he ended up alright, despite the dizziness that did not go away after the hit. He was all wobbly and stuff, but that could have been the alcohol as well. So we just sit there and talk to this guy. I apologize for kicking him and he apologizes for messing with me and starting the whole scene. In the end, we even became friends. We hung out a couple of times after that night actually. So in the period of 5 minutes, the guy started a fight, got knocked out, bit his tongue while getting kicked in the jaw. After coming back to life, he just lost his girlfriend of 2 years. That was quite sad, but he actually got over it and even stopped getting all aggressive as he always did. So yeah, I kind of defended myself that night, taught this guy a nice lesson and became friend with the same guy I was in a fight with. The rest part of that night was quite normal. I continued to dance. His girl and him ended up leaving both but still broke up after the party. I hung out with Simeon, we drank some more and I went home with a taxi later on. Yeah, so this was the time when I somehow managed to make friends with the guy I was in a fight with. A pretty unusual night on my opinion, and that ended there. Anyways, the moral of the story is, don't go around parties making serious accusations and don't try and attack strangers. Not the best way to make friends, but somehow it worked in Thing's situation. Thank you all for watching, hope you found this story time entertaining, and see you all in the next one. Peace out, Story Fellows.